And it is Tim Tebow, but not him in particular. It's Tebowing. That art of getting down on one knee, leaning on your fist like Tim Tebow does at the end of games, to pay respect to the Lord. Well, it's being done everywhere. Here is a demonstration. Here is actually a chart and a graph that shows you what Tim Tebowing is and shows you how to do it. Well, very interestingly enough, that's not the Dash Man, is it, before he grew his hair out? Very interestingly enough, it's being done all around the country. Tom, there is a high school where some kids started to do it in a hallway. And they were doing it in the hallway, and it caught on, and a lot of people were doing it. 4 kids at this high school were disciplined for what they did. It was a Long Island high school for Tebowing in the hallway. Recanting afterwards, principal came out, one by the name of Carney, I believe Jennifer Carney, and said that 2 of the students were not warned, so the discipline was taken away. The 2 that were warned were given to them. How do you feel about this Tebowing being disciplined in the hallways of high schools?
Okay, number one, and I mean this in all seriousness, that principal should be fired. That is absolutely ridiculous. What is wrong with Tebowing? What does it reflect? It reflects someone that is a Christian, someone that thanks the Lord, someone that appreciates the gifts they've been giving, someone that celebrates the fact that they have their talents and they want to bring some glory to God. I don't think there's any problem with that. I mean, hey, punish the kids that are doing it in a mocking way or maybe associated with crime or violence or something like that, and then they do it. But not for 4 kids doing it in a hallway. Good grief. This just shows you how stupid some people are. Absolutely ridiculous. Butch, by the way, side note, I give you a story for next week that we can talk about that I emailed to you and Phil. Unbelievable. When you talk about some administrators in school and just some of the weird things that go on. I have no problem with 4 kids in Long Island Tebowing. I hope 40 of them do it today. Period.
This is the last blast, so there'll be no debate, so I'll have my shot at it now. Tom, I'm shocked at you because you usually do your homework. Apparently you didn't even read this story. Several of these kids were not mocking Tebow, but they were just following along and doing it in the hallway to cause a disruption, which is what they did. I do have a sophomore in high school, and if she was not Tebowing and tried to get through to her class and was late because of these students, 40 of them, mocking being led by these 4 students, I would have a problem. And as far as Nancy Carney, the Riverhead superintendent of the 2 students, I agree with you. She said, and this is interesting, it's very unsettling, she told ESPN. It's a shame that people out there are so ready to judge and they weren't there to see what happened. She has gotten hate mail. She's been called a heathen for what's happened when she's trying to protect the safety of her children in high school. This has nothing to do with Tim Tebow. It has to do with some high school kids gone amok, my friend.
So let me ask you a question. So now I'm supposed to read these stories?